So, Anthony, what's your favorite podcast?
I don't know. Like, there is a podcast, but I can't really remember the name. Let me bring my brother in here so he can tell you them. The Runner Gunner Show.
Monday morning cracks.
What's up, everybody? It is
This
the Monday morning show. Runner and Gunner.
Video Game
Tell them,
podcast.
Runner, who we are, what we do, and who we're for.
We are for the working man. And what we do is introduce you to the greatest video
And
game
working
podcast in America. And of course, we can't forget the ladies because we love the women so much. And the men too. You guys are awesome too. All the maniacs out there, we want to give you guys special shouts out. And everybody out there who listens to the Runner Gunner Video Game podcast.
This is a quick YouTube rendition of the Spotify show. How about you tell them about that, Runner?
The Spotify show is going to be so amazing, everybody. It's about Madden, just a lot of Madden. We're going to talk about the video game Madden football. And most of its history. Not all of its history, but we're going to dig into that as much as we possibly can. But that's only on the Spotify edition because today, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat for you guys.
We got a special treat for you. This is America's favorite podcast. We are your hot cup of coffee in the morning. We are what your ears want to listen to, what your fingers grab towards when you pick up that phone, put it in the dash, and listen to this podcast on your way to work, everybody, because obviously you're going to be sitting in some traffic no matter where you are, where you live. If you live near a big city, if you live out in the country, you're going to be sitting through long traffic, driving a lot, using your car a lot, and you want something to listen to.
We want to keep you guys company throughout that traffic.
We'll
going to
keep you company.
Guys get through it. Through all this traffic, we know that it gets very crowded. And there's so many people honking the horn, hitting the brakes, honking the horn, hitting the gas, honk, honk. And so we're here to keep you guys company throughout all that time and just to have, a great time on a beautiful Monday.
Thank you for coming to the YouTube rendition of the Spotify show. The YouTube rendition of the Runner and Gunner Video Game Podcast. This is still your Monday morning show. We're still the same old Runner and Gunner, only this time we get to be a little bit more raw and a little bit more all out.
Yeah.
And we could say things like shiddle whittle diddles.
Yeah, and tittle whittle skittles.
And, talk about skittles and diddles.
Yeah.
So that's the YouTube rendition. Go ahead and follow us on right now. Go ahead and click that little follow button and that little like button, and you can listen to us every Monday morning. We have nice jokes. We have a good sense of humor, and we are the counterculture to what's going on in the media today. We're different. We talk about different things. We don't have Rotten Tomatoes on our back. We don't got sponsors paying us. We're giving you the truth, all out.
Nothing 100%. So everybody out there, this
today?
Is what's going on. We're going to give you the super duper special edition from a place in West Covina. It is called Anna's Pizza. So shout out to them restaurant. And check out our new guest, and he is going to be a reoccurring guest for the Runner Gunner show. So let's go ahead and play them that interview, right?
All right, everybody. So we got a special interview with Anna's Pizza restaurant in West Covina. Go ahead and Google it. Go on down.
Grab yourself a slice.
They got $2 beers. The only place in Southern California that has $2 beers right now.
When the Dodgers are playing, of course.
And so get down there, get some $2 beers. They got $7.
And they got deals on the greatest pizza in West Covina, possibly in Southern California. You guys got to go check that out. Their wings are amazing.
Pizza. 50 years.
Got great wings, 50 years strong, and still
they're 50
creating
years.
some of the greatest
Shout
food
out to
out
Ish.
there. What's up, Ish?
Ish, the owner of Anna's Pizza. But they got 2 pizzas and a Pepsi for $7, $7.99. It's a great place to be. Go ahead and watch the Dodgers there. Go ahead and watch the Angels there.
Check it out. All right, everybody. Without any further ado, let's give it to him.
With Anthony.
And he is awesome.
Anthony, he is here. Anthony Estrada.
Professional.
He is our special sports professional. He
gets down, man. Listen,
and he's
people,
about to get down and tell us what it is.
He knows his statistics. He knows his stuff. So check him out. Listen to the wisdom and
check out his
listen to us
podcast.
On Spotify.
He'll be starting a podcast pretty soon himself. So go ahead and follow him when that comes out. But everybody, without further ado, let us introduce you.
Here we go
to the final interview with Anthony Estrada from Anna's Pizza.
Enjoy.
What is up, everybody?
It's the Runner and Gunner Video Game Podcast, and we are recording live here for the first time at Anna's Pizza in West Covina.
Restaurant in West Covina. And we have a
special guest today, everybody. Introducing
Hi, my name is
our
Anthony.
sports analyst, Anthony.
Hi, my name is Anthony. I really like sports and I'm really into sports and everything else.
All right.
Yeah.
So could you tell us a little something about yourself? We know you love sports, and you're going to be our professional sports analyst. Let us know about everything, all the news that's going on in the sports world. But what about yourself personally, just that you would want everybody out there to know?
Yeah.
I would like to tell you guys I've been really wanting to build my own YouTube channel, and I would really like if all of you guys on here would help me and then build both of our platforms, and yeah,
we're going to work together. That's what we're here for, Anthony. That's why we came here for you, and you be there for us. You know, we got each other's back. And
yes.
The YouTube channel, you know.
Yeah.
All right,
so let's get into it. Yeah, here we go.
Let's get it. Runner and Gunner questions. You know, we got some NFL questions all about the draft.
Oh, the draft is coming up, Anthony. So how do you feel about this upcoming draft? Do you think the class is good? What do you feel about this new class?
I feel pretty
of 2024?
I feel pretty good about this year's draft. My little brother just told me a couple days ago that our owner gave our head coach our permission to move up in the draft. And we've seen him a little bit last year.
Okay.
He is a go-getter, and I hope he does go get some good players. But I don't know if he should move up to number one, number two, because it's gonna cost a lot of picks to get a number one, number two player in the draft.
And so what team are you speaking about that?
The Raiders.
Oh, you're right on.
Yeah.
Right up my alley, brother. I'm a Raider fan myself.
Yep.
Yes.
I hope Al Davis does do that and move us in, because you know that we are desperate need of a quarterback right now.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
What other positions do you think we could upgrade as a Las Vegas Raider fan?
Honestly, I think this defense is. There's nothing to fix on this defense.
Max
Crosby.
There you go.
Max
Max
Crosby,
everybody.
and this other guy we just got from the Dolphins. That's a defensive player. He's a dog as well. I would really like for them, to really fix this O-line. And if there's needed, then maybe get a quarterback at the end.
I agree with the O-line. Yeah, our O-line was giving up too many sacks. Too many passes that shouldn't have been as wide or as far. And plus, they're catching our quarterback way too easy.
Yeah, they are.
So, I agree with you in that perspective that we do need a better offensive line.
So, Anthony, how are the Raiders going to bring home a championship this year? What is it going to take?
All right, that's
It's
a good
honestly
question.
probably going to take that quarterback and fixing that O-line. If we fix that O-line and get a really decent quarterback, I think we're really, really going to go far in the playoffs this year.
Okay, so Anthony, would you think that we need to draft a quarterback, or would you like us to trade for a current quarterback? What do you think is the better decision in that? That's a tough question, because I'm not sure how to answer that either. But you're the professional.
I would really like to draft one, but yet again, one of those top quarterbacks that
a free agent
in the draft. One of the top quarterback. He's really in with Antonio Pierce. He knows him very well, but yet again, it's going to be cost a lot of draft picks to get that one quarterback.
And speaking of Pierce, how do you feel about Coach Pierce and his arrival, and what do you think he's going to do to help change the organization?
I really, really like Coach Pierce. He's changed this
Me too. I like him.
team from last year to the middle of last year. Honestly, if we had Coach Pierce in the beginning of last season, we would have really made a big run in the playoff last year.
Wow.
If we had Pierce in the really beginning.
Sir. Bold statement. I agree. I'm hoping you're right, and I'm pushing for us to dig into that draft deep and maybe even trade up, like you said.
I think that Pierce wants to win a championship. I mean, he's showing that the desire,
the heart
to go there,
and he's from Compton. I mean, he grew up when the Raiders were in Los Angeles, correct, Anthony?
He was a huge Raider fan, a huge King fan in LA. Yeah, I heard he grew up in Inglewood and everything too.
Oh man, wow.
He grew up in
really
Inglewood.
Cool.
Yeah.
Watching the Kings.
That's cool. Yeah.
Loving the Raiders.
Yep.
Los Angeles Raiders back then.
Yeah.
So Anthony, we had another question for you. Do you have a favorite sport specifically?
Probably baseball or football.
Okay.
Football or baseball, NFL or MLB.
Yep.
Okay, and your teams are?
the Raiders and the Angels.
Okay.
Trout.
So how do you feel about
Trout.
how do you feel about Ohtani being traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers?
Honestly,
We're bummed out.
like a little bit, but seeing him
all
play,
Wow.
here,
Yeah.
like if of course it's still beginning of the season, he
He's
could
still
change.
close.
He
Yeah.
could change, but him playing the first few months, do I think he deserved that much? I don't think so. Like,
Okay.
What do
yeah.
you think about Ohtani and his situation with the gambling?
Honestly, that
Do you think
It-
they're just trying to sidetrack, or do you think it's actually
I
he was
think
involved?
I think it's really happened. I don't think Ohtani has ever been involved with
Okay,
it.
okay.
But yet again, I did hear a few days ago that's been happening since he was with the Angels, and they're barely
Oh,
coming out with
wow.
all of this now.
That's a while.
Yeah.
So it's been going on for at least a few years now.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I heard
wow.
it. Yeah.
But even still, we want to see him smack home runs,
Yeah.
bring Dodgers
Sure.
one step closer
Oh
to the
yeah.
playoffs.
We
Sure.
all know Ohtani's innocent.
Sure.
Till proven guilty, he's innocent. That man didn't
He
do
is.
anything.
Guilty
didn't-
or not, he's innocent
didn't
to
do
the
anything.
fans.
Yeah.
And that is us. Also, Mookie Betts, Muncy.
Ooh. Mookie Betts.
Mookie.
Yep, there he is. What do you think, Anthony?
Mookie, he's a go-getter this year too. I believe he's
He's
gonna
on
go
it.
get that MVP this year.
Oh, right on,
He's-
man. Whoa.
What does he
well
have?
Spoken.
What does he have? Like 7 home runs already this year?
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Something
he's-
like that?
He's on a tear.
Yeah.
doing
He's
it.
on an April tear, that's for sure.
He's smacking home runs. And then,
Yeah.
what about my favorite, Mike Trout?
Mike Trout. How do you
Like
feel?
Trout?
I know
he's been-
getting old, but I mean.
Yeah, he's getting old up there, but he's proven this year, like all off season since Ohtani has left, he said, "I want my spot back. I want my MVP caliber player
So he's
back."
gonna go
And
after it. You think he's
yeah,
gonna-
I
he's gonna
think
push
he's gonna
this
go
year?
after that too. Yeah,
All
he's
right,
he's been
hopefully.
doing pretty good this year
All right.
Yeah,
to
all
begin the season.
So we got a few more questions to ask
Okay.
you.
Do you watch WWE?
I do watch WWE.
All right.
I do watch WWE.
Then Gunner's got a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gunner. Ask him
Yeah.
away.
What do you think about the tribal leader, the tribal king of losing his championship?
Not much, I guess.
Come on, man. Like, yeah, I've been waiting for that for so long.
1600
Literally,
days.
literally, when Cody beat him, I wanted to cry so much, bro.
You did?
And
Wow.
bro, even like when everything was done, even my mom was asking me, "Hey, Anthony, what are you cursing?" I was like, "No, I wasn't cursing. I'm just so happy for Cody. I've been waiting for this for so long." I was actually at WrestleMania 39
Oh,
both nights
man.
when he got cheated.
That's nice.
He did get cheated on WrestleMania 39 by Solo,
Yes.
and ever since then he's been talking about finishing a story, and
Oh,
he
wow.
finished that story.
And he
This
finished the
past
story.
year.
nice.
Even The Rock was there.
Yep,
The Rock said
The Rock
that he
was
was
there.
gonna make his own story, but
Yeah.
because he saw that the fans loved Cody Rhodes so
Uh-huh.
much,
Yes.
that he let Cody Rhodes finish out
Yeah.
the story.
So speaking of The Rock, how do you feel about The Rock's return, and what do you think he's gonna do in his return? Do you think he's gonna get the championship, or do you think? What do you think he's gonna?
Think he's gonna
How
fight
far is
the
he gonna
Well,
go?
because he did say, I don't know if he's gonna go back to making movies, but he did say he is gonna come back one of these days, and he is gonna go after
think he's
Cody
true to his
for the
word?
championship.
Do you think he's true to his word? Oh, you think he's gonna win? You think he's gonna come back and
That's
take?
what he.
take the belt?
That's what he said the night after WrestleMania. That's what he said. Yeah.
All right, and what about CM Punk? You got any knowledge of CM Punk, the man?
CM Punk's cool. I hope he heals up well. When he was hurt this whole time, when he had that cast and everything, I thought when it came to WrestleMania and he took it off, I thought he was faking it the whole time, but it seemed like he wasn't. And my boy Damian Priest came in to take that title from Drew McIntyre.
All
That's
right.
kinda cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
then one
good,
more thing
sounds
about
good.
WrestleMania night.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley,
Mommy.
Mommy is hurt. She had to relinquish
Yeah.
the championship.
What happened to her? How did she get this injury? Do you know?
It's probably the night or 2 nights before WrestleMania at that Raw, her and her opponent for WrestleMania, they really had a downfall and they were going at it
Yeah.
in the backstage and they were going
Oh,
to
it was a
like
backstage thing when
Yeah,
she
it was
got hurt?
like a
Wow,
huge
it wasn't
thing,
even in the ring.
a huge brawl. And
So it
like,
was not in the ring. It was.
Yeah.
It was. Was it
Backstage.
on camera though, or was
yeah,
it off
on
camera?
camera.
Oh, it was on
It was on camera.
Heck
Wow.
yeah.
I think she got hurt by that, but they didn't really release anything until after WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right, well, Anthony.
Oh, one more question about
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite all-time wrestler?
All-time wrestler has to be John Cena.
John
Cena.
But
Yeah.
you can't see him. How do you know he really exists?
Yep.
Yeah, Anthony. All right.
All
Well,
right, Anthony, very
we're gonna wrap it up in a second, but I
Okay.
did want to ask you, how long have you been loving the Raiders?
Since but I would say since I was born. Since
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
Into
true.
it.
You were born
Yeah.
into it just like I.
Yeah.
Just like me, just
All
like
right.
Runner.
I
got-
came
I'm a
from
Raider.
Oakland to Las Vegas, so
You were born in Oakland?
no. I was banned from Oakland to Las Vegas.
Got you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so, did you have any highlights or memorable moments in the Raiders in your
Memorable moments.
yeah, in your fan base? is
Anything
loving
stick
them?
out? Like say
Any moment that you made you want to scream and jump up in excitement or anything
Honestly, probably the craziest game for the Raiders would have to be against the Chargers when we made the playoffs and we kicked them out of the playoffs that year.
that was cool a couple
yeah,
years ago.
yeah,
That
that was really
that
cool.
was only a couple
That was
years
really
ago.
cool. Yep, that was
a
really
good one.
cool.
And we
Yeah.
we won. Like, was it in overtime or we won by a
Yeah, it
field
was an
goal?
overtime. It was an overtime field goal. Yeah, it was an overtime field goal.
Yep.
I remember that game too, and I
Yep.
was jumping up and down just like you.
I was
Yeah.
there
I was
at
thrilled.
SoFi Stadium.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gunner was live.
So I was there at SoFi Stadium when the Raiders won. I actually left the building thinking that the Chargers won, and then I turned around and Chargers were crying and Raiders were
Yeah,
cheering.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Over
Yeah.
in Los Angeles SoFi, we are a Los Angeles-based podcast.
Yep.
Everybody, this is the interview with Anthony Estrada. So Anthony, we're a video game podcast.
Okay.
We talk about video games
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
frequently. And so with that, we want to sum it all up with asking you, what's your favorite video game?
of all time.
Of all time, or maybe a few video games.
You can
that
name. How about your
love?
top three, Anthony? Can you give us three?
I don't really know like a video games, but I would say my top three is MLB The Show,
Oh, good one.
Good one.
WWE 2K,
Good one.
Yes.
and I don't really play it, but I would love to play it. Do you see my little brother play a lot? But Fortnite.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite,
Great games. Oh, do you have a favorite system or console that you play?
I do play on a PS4, but I'm still begging and hoping for a PS5 one day.
Yes.
right,
The
well-
PS4 is still brilliant. A brilliant system.
It
You
is.
heard
It is. It is
Yeah.
great.
You heard it from the Runner and Gunner Video Game Podcast, everybody. This is the Video Game Podcast. We're talking about sports and all things that are fun and cool.
Yeah.
And we're here with Anthony.
Yes, we are.
Shooting up about the NFL. You know, mostly the NFL. You watch any
NFL,
NBA,
MLB,
Anthony?
and NBA.
And then a little bit of NBA. Yeah.
You
Not
got a
a
favorite
huge-
team in basketball?
Lakers.
Lakers. There we
Yeah.
go. I'm a Lakers fan too.
Yeah.
All right.
Lakers all
Yeah.
the way. Yeah.
California all the way.
California.
Yep.
All right, so we're here at Anna's Pizza. Anna's Pizza, right?
In West
Yeah.
Covina.
That's what it's called, Anna's Pizza
Yeah,
in
we're
West
here.
Covina.
We're here
West
live,
Covina.
coming to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Come over, have a slice, grab a beer, especially when the Dodgers are playing. You know,
Yep.
the
They
boys
got
in
a
blue.
special here. They got the special on the beer, the
Yeah.
wings, and everything. So you guys
Yep.
come on down, check it out. It's a great environment, family friendly, and plus you get to see Anthony Estrada. You can ask him
Yep.
anything about
Ask him. He's
baseball,
knowledgeable.
Yeah.
and he'll know what's up. He'll give
Yeah.
you the correct answer, just like he did with us.
Yes, that's right. He's quite knowledgeable in football and baseball. Anthony, we want to thank you.
No,
for
thank
being
you
on our
guys.
show.
Thank you guys for
It's brilliant you have
for
here.
letting me
It's
be
been a
on here
pleasure,
with
yeah.
you guys.
Maybe we
So-
could have you again in
Yeah.
a couple
If
games.
you'd like to be a
Yeah.
recurring guest and analyst,
Okay.
then we would be
That'd
happy
be cool.
to have you here.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
Giving us
That'd
your
be
knowledge.
really cool.
what's the best pizza here at Anna's?
Best pizza. Probably just like a pizza with just everything on it, basically. Yeah. That's really good.
All the good works.
All
Yep.
right, Anthony.
right.
Actually, we did want to ask you
One last final question.
Yeah.
Which would be,
which would be
Anthony, what is your favorite podcast?
My favorite broadcast would probably be this one, the
Gunner.
Runner and Gunner show. Yeah, they're really good guys here.
All right.
yes. That's
Yeah.
it.
All right,
Yeah,
Anthony.
really,
You heard
yeah,
it.
really good guys here.
There it is, the
Anna's
world. Now you
Pizza,
guys know.
West Covina, Los Angeles, California.
Yep.
We're here live, the Video Game Podcast,
Video
Monday morning
Game
podcast.
Podcast.
We're going to send you right back to Runner and Gunner, where they'll finish up the show. But we just want to thank Anthony one more time.
All right, thank you, Anthony.
Thank you again for you guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Anthony.
Cheers.
Cheers, Anthony.
Cheers.
Great show, Anthony. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, back at you, Runner and Gunner Studios.
All right, everybody.
All right, everybody.
We hope
Thank you
enjoyed
again.
this interview.
And yes, back at us. Thank you very much, Anthony and Andrew Estrada. Go ahead and check
them out.
Check them out on YouTube when their YouTube channel debuts. That's what they're working for. That's what they're going to do. So we got Anthony Estrada, our professional sports analyst.
And he was great, wasn't he, people? Yes, we know. All right.
It was great,
so
everybody.
you can check out his
Catch
YouTube
it on
channel.
the Run and Gunner Video Game Podcast, you know?
Yeah. You can check it out on the Run and Gunner Video Game Podcast on Spotify. So be sure, when Anthony Estrada's podcast and his brother Andrew Estrada blow up, check them out. And also check out the Run and Gunner Video Game Podcast on Spotify.
On Spotify. Check us out.
And the YouTube rendition, of course.
This is the YouTube rendition. Check us out. We are the Video Game Podcast. We are the Monday Morning Podcast. We are America's favorite podcast. And remember, everybody, if you could have a great Monday, then you could have a great life. Monday.
The Run and Gunner Show.
Podcast, that is, every Monday morning on Spotify and YouTube.
The Run and Gunner Show.
Introducing the new Tesla 2024 SSS with features like built-in blowtorches for when bad guys and robbers push in the wrong code to get into your vehicle.
Blowtorch initiated. Eliminated.
It also features other features like if a burglar manages to get in the car, start it, and drive away, after reaching 60 miles per hour, the Tesla SSS will then drive itself into a wall.
Initiating drive towards wall. All will fail.
Other features are, if you get too wasted at your local watering hole, the Tesla SSS will come to your bar, pick you up, and drive you home safely.
Initiating taking hooker home for free.
Tesla SSS 2024 can be available for you for only 17 payments of $500.
Bring one home. It's easily worth it.
The Tesla SSS. Get one today.